And all of a sudden we're in Columbus, Ohio in the Experience Columbus booth here at IMEX 2016 with Kalee Barnhardt, the National Sales Manager for Experience Columbus. And personally, this is a big deal because I used to live in Columbus, Ohio for 5 years and I loved Columbus, Ohio. So Kalee, I'm pretty excited to learn what's happening in Columbus these days from the meeting planner perspective. So what have you been telling people that you've been having all these appointments with yesterday and today here at IMEX?
Well, you know, we like to start off with that we are the 15th largest city. Usually that's the stat that people are like, what? You? Huh? So that's always a good little icebreaker. And then if you look around our booth, you have Victoria's Secret everywhere splattered. So this is kind of where we then roll into all of the brands that are headquartered in Columbus. So we have Victoria's Secret, L Brands, Express, Bath & Body Works, DSW, the list goes on. And then we have our insurance gurus, Nationwide Insurance, Cardinal Health. So a lot of things that people are then like, and I think it just then resonates with them. So that's what we're trying to do here.
Yep, and I think having been in Columbus, people just don't realize that how big of a little, Columbus is considered a smaller city, but it's actually a big city in so many ways. Great air service in and out of Columbus from all over the country, but you also have the convention center, the downtown, the German Village, all these wonderful activities and places and things to do, right?
Geez, you want my job? That was good, yes. And our convention center is going under $125 million renovation. So we are ecstatic about that. Just the look and feel of the city is very vibrant and alive, and that's going to really continue to put us on the map.
You can draw from that whole Midwest. The interstate road system can get people there very, very quickly. For folks that are looking for a regional or even a national meeting, it's very easy to get to.
Yes, a lot of meeting planners say that they have record attendance for that fact that you just mentioned, just the easy accessibility. So.
Well, and I know next year the Girl Scouts are coming in 2017, which is a huge conference, and that's a big feather in your cap, among many other conventions. So what are some of the other things you've been telling folks here from a meeting planner group perspective on why they should bring their groups to Columbus? And in particular, it's not just all about small groups or mid-sized groups. You can handle them all different sizes.
Yeah, a lot of what I preach is the easy accessibility. I mean, I travel a lot for a living, and I know at the end of the day, I want to go out the doors and find the cool areas. Where are the restaurants? Where are the bars? And in Columbus, it's right footsteps away from our convention centers and hotels. And that sounds maybe, not as great, but there's hundreds of dining. And, we have our Short North Arts District, which has our local, that local flair when people really want to experience the city that they're attending. But then we also have, Arena District, I'm sure you're familiar with all of those local chains for our chain restaurants for those maybe less adventurous attendees. So a lot to do steps outside the convention center.
Well, and the other thing that I used to find when I lived there was everything's about 15 minutes away. So you don't have to travel very far to get downtown if you live in the suburbs. To get to any of the sporting events. Of course, we now segue right into the greatest college town in America, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, which, of course, if you tie in your meetings to a football weekend, there's all sorts of activities.
Absolutely. But not only the Ohio State University with their football program, but they're such a great partner of ours. And the resources that they can provide to our meeting planners, whether it be a lab for a science experiment or speakers or just all of the niches that they have and the partnerships that they then have, we love facilitating those conversations to really kind of be an extension of those associations' teams.
Well, I think we've covered pretty much everything that I can think of, except for, I was setting you up for this, Kalee, except for the grand finale. Go ahead, Kalee.
We are hosting ASAE in 2019. So yes, I'm so glad you remembered. Yes, we are so excited about that. And I don't know if you've seen the list of cities that were also, but Toronto, Chicago, there's Atlanta, Dallas, Vegas. And, being born and raised in Columbus, having our name on that list, that just gives me so much pride. And I'm so happy for our city and happy for people to come experience it.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yes.
So our message here from the Experience Columbus booth is come to Columbus, a thriving, phenomenal city for meeting professionals, for groups of all sizes. Come to Columbus, and thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us on Smart Meetings TV. Kalee Barnhardt, the National Sales Manager from Experience Columbus. Thank you, Kalee.
Thank you.